Hello, Duke Ike here. Going to do a polearm glaive style polearm uh, lesson today on how to thrust with a glaive, with a hafted weapon. So let's see about there, and maybe a little bit farther down. There we go. So the only time I'm really an advocate of thrusting with both hands when the hands don't slide would be if I'm close enough for a cut where I just draw and then drive it into my opponent, right? Here, pull it in, disengage. Right? Now it's just that. Also using my body to guide and direct and applying the pressure that I need or the power that I need depending on the target. So without slaying the hand, I'm closer. Now, if my opponent's really close, right, and I'm very close to my opponent, I'm choking up on the hafted weapon up near the head, and that way I can still thrust. Okay, so here, thrust. And my hand's very close, and I haven't done any sliding. When I'm more at range, so if I'm at range to strike my opponent right here, I can barely get a thrust in if I don't slide my hands. I might be able to get a quick little pop to the face, but probably not enough power unless I'm advancing into the thrust, which is fine. You know, I want to thrust and advance in, right? I'm missing on purpose so you can see how far by that goes, okay? But when I'm at range and I'm down in my thrusting guard, which is to block better for thrust and to create a thrust, I'm going to be hands almost on the butt spike, very, very close to holding it right there. You know, maybe a little above, but very close. And then I'm going to just push with my backhand. My hips kind of follow my hand, and then the top hand, see how that top hand is just a guide. I can guide it based on where, this is the piston, this hand is the guide. You know, the top hand is the guide, bottom hand is the piston, right? So, just like that. Or over there, or lower, or higher, you know, et cetera, okay? So that's that slide. Okay. Japanese martial arts guys who do yari or spirit call that the sliding hand technique, which is where I got it from. It kind of makes sense, right? Boom! You know, that's a thrust. If we're thrusting at a face, we just got to make sure that it's a touch. Just, you know, bang, right? If we're thrusting at a body, we've got to add more hit into it to really hit that thing, okay? When we, and the thrust can be anywhere from that top hand delivering to here, you know, to here. It can do anything you want from all the way to the bottom of the haft to your other hand, or maybe just, you know, maybe just a little bit, right? You hit that face, you know, I'm here. If I'm farther away, I've got to go farther down. So you gotta just practice that. Both hands, you know, both hands, high and low. Okay. We eventually get into one-handed finish thrust, which you got to be a lot more careful with, especially on power. But the nature of the one hand would be as I thrust, right? I let go. And then rotate my shoulder. See where that hand would be if I'm not letting go? Or, yeah, if I'm not letting go, I don't want to go there, but as my hand rotates, see how this hand is way down in here? So I gain another, you know, fair amount. From here, I miss the pel. But when I rotate, I'm right on it, right? And that was 9 inches to 12 inches away, right? See that? there's really no reason to let go of that top hand if you don't have to, but you get that extra range. And generally I use alot mostly just for face thrust because I want to use it in that really extended range method. And if I'm hitting hard enough in the body to do that, I'm giving extra oomph to that shoulder and hip turn, and that could cause me to be run down, chased down, and beat like a baby seal. Although I'll still do it. The next thing is to take an advancing step, a passing step with the back foot, and that's a whole nother lesson plan in and of itself. But it looks like this, where we step and then thrust, right? Bang. Okay. But that's what I wanted to show for thrusting, and a lot of that technique is early development through the years and years of me doing spear and loving spear too. So, length and range, 6 foot or 7.5 foot, 9 foot, whatever it is. Just make sure you have the hand strength if you let go of the top hand to guide and direct that without generating too much power or inaccurate targeting. Thanks.